Hello, I'm Jennie Korsbon with JKorsbon Designs. I have been designing since college, but have owned my own business for the last 7 years. What I really enjoy about owning my own business is that I've had a chance to take something from each place that I've worked and apply that into my own business. Not only do I run my own interior design business, but I also run a nonprofit called Gracie's Room. And at Gracie's Room, we do bedroom makeovers for kids with life-threatening illnesses. I partner with Make-A-Wish, and we get kids who need bedroom makeovers. We meet with the families, and we come up with the bedroom of their dreams. I started Gracie's Room due to a situation where my daughter was going through with a friend of hers, and her name was Gracie Joels, when she was in grade school. Gracie Joels had an inoperable brain tumor, and it ended up passing away. Throughout that process, I got to see the struggles that she went through, and I got to see family members who would visit, and priests and occupational therapists and different people that would come in and out of her bedroom every day, including me. And at the time, I felt like maybe it wasn't as an inspiring of a space, and I could feel it, because that's what interior designers do, we feel spaces. But at the time, I was just not able to do anything about it. But after Gracie passed away, I just felt like driven to do something in her name, because she was the most amazing little girl ever. I feel like Gracie really helps drive every single project that we do, and we've done 10 bedroom makeovers to date. So I feel honored to be able to run Gracie's Room. I love being a part of all these kids and families' lives. Each one is like a Christmas present to myself. I just so much enjoy getting to make these families feel good about where they're living and where they're spending time, especially the kids who are struggling with the illnesses. I think what's most important to me when I'm working with a client is that at the end of our process, a friend will walk in and go, "Oh my goodness, this looks exactly like you." And I want it to look like how they dress, the cologne they might wear, and I want it to look like the house is just fit around them. So oftentimes you might hear of other designers who really kind of design to their look. The designer has a signature look. That's not me. My whole theory and process is that I really want the house to look like my client. And in addition, I want to, at the end of the process, I want my client to say to me, "Wow, I never would have thought to do that, but I love it." So I also want to give them something that they can't just go find on their own. It's really important to me that they have this kind of special and unique space that looks like them and how they live. Well, I feel like we're all get it done kind of people. And I think we all think creatively, whether you're in a creative field like I am, or whether you are in accounting, you have to think creatively to make your clients happy. You know that old adage, if you need something done, ask a busy person. I feel like most of my friends would say, yes, that's definitely Jennie Korsbon. And I just feel like it's, you know, it is so important that my clients are happy with the end outcome, because from that I either get repeat business or I get referrals, And I really do look forward to that conversation when somebody's in the house going, oh my goodness, who helped you with this? And, and kind of being the talk of that conversation. And hopefully that will be all good. I work hard to make sure that that is all good conversation. So, I think we're get it done people. And I feel like we work very hard to make sure our clients are happy. Well, I live and work in Minneapolis. I live in Southwest Minneapolis and have lived there in 2 different houses for 20 years. Been in this house that I've been in now for 15 years. Never thought I'd be there that long, but now that our kids are moving on out, it is seeming to be like the right size again. So we really love living in Minneapolis. We take advantage of everything that there is in Minneapolis to offer with the lakes and the paths and just the small town sense of community. I think that if you don't live in Minneapolis, you think, oh, it's such a big city, how could you live there? But I think once you do live there, you realize that you create your own little community within this city of ours. And I've worked in Minneapolis the same amount of time. And now working in this new building just north of downtown, I'm getting to know this community as well and looking really forward to exploring that more. I work all around the metro. Every single suburb I probably have touched in my years of working. And I really feel like this is the place that it keeps me central and it keeps me accessible and just really love this city. Well, I'm still reeling in the fact that I made it onto the cover of the Minneapolis St. Paul magazine Home and Design section for the room that I did at the ASID Showcase House last year. So I'm super excited about it. I was very proud of the space that we created, and I feel like the client is very happy with the end result. So really happy about that. I also am getting into the space around me here. It's a new loft that I have secured the location. It's in the Northwind Loft building, just north of downtown. I am loving it. It's a much more rustic sort of environment, but I'm really taking the time and making it my own and looking forward to meeting all my neighbors and getting to know the community a little bit better. So looking forward to next week. I'm very excited to be installing a new room for Callie. She's in Lakeville. We are going to be doing a new therapy room for her. So she's a little girl who's 5 years old who has an undiagnosed genetic disorder. I met with her and her family right before Christmas and found out what their needs were, met with them, showed them like what we wanted to do for Callie in her room to help her heal. And the family members were so excited to see all of the fun changes that we wanted to do. We have been ordering and receiving and are excited to finally be installing next week. So stay tuned for new pictures of Callie's room to be put on the website. So thank you so much.